You are currently being lied to by the entire automotive industry. Right now, there is a $30,000 mistake sitting on dealership lots across the country, and thousands of people are signing their lives away for it every single day. They're buying the hype. They're buying the screen. They're buying a 2024 model that is designed, engineered, and programmed to be a paperweight the moment the warranty expires. We are living in the era of the disposable car. Tiny turbocharged engines, plastic cooling systems, and transmissions that feel like they're made of glass. But while the world is fighting over overpriced lease returns with 7% interest rates, there is a mechanical loophole hiding in plain sight. Look at this car. Most people see a grandma car. They see something boring. They see an old Buick and they walk away. But as a mechanic, I see something completely different. I see a 500,000-mile tank that costs $3,000 and will objectively outlast a brand new Toyota Camry. Today, we aren't just talking about a good deal. We are exposing the 3800 secret. I'm going to show you the part number proof that makes this car a mechanical miracle. I'm going to show you why the 2025 car market is a trap and why this specific grandma car is the only true asset you can buy for under $5,000. If you want to own your car instead of your car owning you, pay attention, because once this video goes viral, these $3,000 gems are going to disappear from Facebook Marketplace forever. Let's look at the heart of the beast. To understand why this car is unkillable, you have to understand what's under this hood. This is the GM 3800 Series 2 V6. In the world of mechanics, this isn't just an engine, it's a legend. It is the American 2JZ. Now, I know what the Toyota fanboys are going to say. Nothing is better than a 2GR FE Toyota V6. Listen, I love Toyota. My channel was built on the Lexus Loophole, but the 3800 Series 2 is a different breed of animal. Why? Because it is an iron block. Modern Toyota engines, modern Honda engines, they're all aluminum. Aluminum is light, it's efficient, but it hates heat. One bad water pump, one minor overheat, and an aluminum block can warp and turn your engine into a boat anchor. But the 3800, it's cast iron. It can handle heat cycles that would melt a modern BMW engine into a puddle. It is a pushrod design. No complex overhead cams, no variable valve timing solenoids that fail and trigger a $3,000 repair bill, no timing belt that snaps and kills the engine. It uses a heavy-duty timing chain that, in most cases, lasts the entire life of the vehicle. This engine was the result of GM being accidentally great. They spent decades refining this V6 until it was perfect, and then, in typical GM fashion, they stopped making it because it was too good. It didn't break often enough to keep the dealerships profitable. In a 2024 car, you have high-pressure direct injection, twin-scroll turbos, and active fuel management that shuts off cylinders. All of that is failure tech. The 3800 Series 2 has none of it. It is pure, simple, over-engineered mechanical soul. And that is why, with basic oil changes, these cars routinely hit 300,000, 400,000, and even 500,000 miles. But the engine is only half the secret. The other half is the previous owner loophole. Think about who bought a Buick LeSabre or a Buick Park Avenue in 2005. It wasn't 20-somethings looking to drag race. It wasn't families with 3 kids spilling juice in the back and skipping oil changes. These cars were bought by the most meticulous demographic on Earth, seniors. This is the grandma gem. These cars lived in climate-controlled garages. They were driven 3 miles a week to the grocery store and once a week to church. They were taken to the Buick dealership every 3,000 miles for an oil change, regardless of the cost. When you find one of these on Facebook Marketplace for $3,000, you're not just buying a car, you're buying a time capsule. You're buying a vehicle that has never seen a red line, never seen a pothole at 60 miles per hour, and has been serviced better than a 5-year-old Mercedes. This is where you beat SUV Geek. They'll tell you to buy a high-mileage high runner for $15,000. I'm telling you to buy a low-mileage Grandma Buick for $3,000. You're getting 90% of the reliability for 20% of the price. That is the Carzmood math that wins. Now, let's talk about the comfort trap. People buy 2024 economy cars because they want luxury. But let's look at what they're actually getting. Hard plastic dashboards, piano black trim that scratches if you look at it wrong, and seats that feel like they're made of recycled cardboard.
Now, look at the interior of a 2005 Buick LeSabre Limited. This is what I call the Lexus of the poor. These seats are thick, sofa-like plush. They use real sound-deadening material in the floors and doors. When you're driving at 70 miles per hour, it is quieter than a modern Honda Accord. Why? Because back in 2005, Buick was still competing with Cadillac. They weren't trying to save every penny on insulation. They wanted a floating ride. And look at the dashboard. No massive iPad screen glued to the dash that will be obsolete in 3 years. No touch-sensitive volume sliders that don't work when it's cold outside. Just big, tactile buttons that click with authority. In a 2025 car, if your screen dies, your climate control is gone. Your radio is gone. Your car is functionally broken. In this Buick, everything is analog. It is a zero-data car. No cellular modem reporting your driving habits to insurance companies. No over-the-air updates that can break your ECU. It is a mechanical sanctuary. We need to have a serious conversation about why you shouldn't buy a new car right now. We are currently in the middle of the lemon wave. Cars built between 2021 and 2024 were manufactured during the worst supply chain crisis in history. Manufacturers were swapping parts, using substandard sensors, and rushing cars off the line just to meet demand. I am seeing 2023 models with 20,000 miles coming into shops with total engine failure. I am seeing repo crisis cars that have been abused by owners who couldn't afford the $800 monthly payment. The 2005 Buick was built during the golden era of GM quality control. It was the last year before they started adding complex CAN bus electronics and variable valve timing to every single model. When you spend $3,000 on a Buick, you are opting out of the debt trap. You are opting out of the depreciation curve. A $40,000 car loses $4,000 the moment you drive it off the lot. That is more than the entire cost of this Buick. You could literally drive this car for a year, put 10,000 miles on it, and sell it for exactly what you paid for it. It is a risk-free asset. Now, as your personal assistant and lead researcher, I have to be 100% honest with you. This car isn't perfect. If it were, it would cost $20,000. There are 3 mechanic secrets you need to know before you buy a 3800 Series 2 Buick. If you don't know them, you'll think you bought a lemon. If you do know them, you can fix them for under $200 and drive the car for another decade. Number 1. The plastic coolant elbows. GM, in their infinite wisdom, used 2 small plastic elbows for the coolant bypass. Over 20 years, the plastic becomes brittle and cracks. If this happens while you're driving, you'll lose all your coolant and overheat that iron block. The fix? You buy a set of aluminum elbows for $15 on Amazon. It takes 30 minutes to swap them. Do this the day you buy the car, and you've just eliminated the number 1 cause of death for these engines. Number 2, the upper intake manifold gasket. The factory gaskets were plastic and could fail over time. The fix? When you buy the car, check the oil. If it looks like chocolate milk, walk away. But if it's clean, spend $60 on a metal frame Felpro gasket set. Once you swap the plastic for metal, the engine is effectively bulletproof. Number 3. The transmission fluid. The 4L60E transmission in these is good, but it hates old fluid. The fix?
Do not flush the transmission. Just do a pan drop and a filter change. These transmissions don't die, they just get neglected. Spend $100 on a service and it will shift smoothly for another $100K. So, how do you find one? You don't search for Buick LeSabre. That's what the flippers do. You search for the emotional keywords. Search for estate sale, senior owned, one owner, and garage kept. Look for the ads that have 3 photos and are written in all capital letters. That is the grandma ad. That is the person who doesn't know their car is a mechanical legend. When you go to see the car, look at the tires. If you see a set of brand new Michelin or Bridgestone tires on a $3,000 Buick, buy it immediately. Why? Because it means the owner didn't cheap out. It means they cared about the car. Look at the headlights. If they are crystal clear, the car lived in a garage. If they are yellow and foggy, it lived in the sun. You want the garage car. And finally, check the Lexus benchmark. Sit in the seats. Listen to the engine idle. It should be a quiet hum, not a tick. A 3800 V6 that has been cared for is one of the smoothest idling engines in American history. The car industry wants you to feel old if you drive a Buick. They want you to feel successful if you have a $900 car payment. But I'm telling you, the most successful person on the road is the one who is driving a silent, plush, 500,000-mile tank that is completely paid for. The $3,000 secret isn't just a car. It's a middle finger to the disposable car era. It's a way to beat the system and keep your money in your pocket while everyone else is fighting the repo man. I want to hear from you. Have you owned a 3800 V6? How many miles did you get out of it? Drop a comment below. I'm going to be in the comments for the next 24 hours helping you guys screen ads and find these grandpa gems. And if you're ready to exit the lemon wave and start winning, hit that subscribe button. We are reviving this channel to bring you the mechanics truth in a world of automotive lies. Stop buying the marketing. Buy the engine.